Welcome to Lesson 7, Part 1 of setting up a spend every penny budget. In this video, we will be discussing what is a spend every penny budget and why we need one. These next 3 lessons will literally turn your finances around. I guarantee it. It has helped Robin and I get out of over $150,000 in debt and freed up $3,000 per month to use towards giving, saving, and investing. Proverbs 14:15 says, "A simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thoughts to his steps." What is a spend every penny budget? It is a plan where every single penny will be placed in a category. It is a plan to do each and every month on paper or a spreadsheet before the month starts. If married, you do this together with your spouse. I recently saw an interesting comment on a blog post. It said, "I cannot spend every penny because I must have cash in my pockets at all times." Well, that is the beauty of putting every penny in a category. You should plan for no questions asked money. Dave Ramsey calls it blow money. Robin and I budget $100 each every 2 weeks to spend as we wish. Most of the time we have cash in our pockets. On the occasion where we spend it before the 2 weeks is up, we have to suck it up and get tough. This eliminates the ATM trips to take out $20 or more. We don't do that anymore with no questions asked money. At the end of the day, your total income minus your expense categories must equal 0. If it does not, then you need to adjust your category. Now, unfortunately for most of us, like Robin and I, you will find out the reality is you are spending $1.22 for every dollar you earn. Look back at our needs versus wants video and cut out some of those wants or find ways to bring in some extra income. We have 2 friends putting in part-time work at the church on Sunday mornings to earn a little extra money. They say this is our pizza delivery job, only short term. All of us have probably tried some kind of budget in the past to help allocate our money, so at least the bills get paid. Robin and I always thought we had enough money each month. But without an emergency fund or savings account, we continued to rack up the credit cards with unexpected expenses like Christmas and vacations. Well, I guess those snuck up on us. If you don't have an emergency fund of at least $1,000, then go back to Lesson 3, the importance of an emergency fund. If you want this plan to work and are serious about getting out of debt, you need one. Another issue Robin and I had with budgets was we left many categories out. And our response was, budgets do not work. And we had a little pity party. Then we relaxed and used our MasterCard, or we refinanced the mortgage. We did that about 5 times in our first 30 years of marriage. That was when prices were appreciating big time. We thought it was free money. Can any of you relate? Why should we use a spend every penny budget? Number 1, it will eliminate overdrafts on your checking account or debit card. This can cost you $30 plus for every overdraft. 2, your money will not just get up and walk away. Dave Ramsey says, you make your money behave. You tell your money where it is going to go. 3, you need to start destroying debt. Imagine if you had no debt other than your mortgage. Robin and I have been destroying debt for the last 5 years by using Dave Ramsey's debt snowball, where you start putting all extra money towards your lowest balance, regardless of the interest rate. We are now debt-free with the exception of our home. We will be explaining in detail how we destroyed our debt in Lesson 9. 4, It will minimize many of the money fights with your spouse or a family member. Robin and I very rarely fight over money. 5, it will show you areas where your percentages are a little out of whack. Example, 50% of your net income is going towards your Hummer payment. And lastly, number 6, once we get the spend every penny budget down, it will relieve much of the stress in your life. And especially if you start using cash envelopes for categories like food, entertainment, and clothes. It takes the guesswork out. When the envelope is empty, you wait until payday. Like I used to say to my daughter Corey when she would complain, you need to suck it up and get tough. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit your works to the Lord and your thoughts will be established. Next lesson in part 2, we will discuss how you set this budget up. You will get a chance to see Robin and I entering our income on a spreadsheet and what categories we used. For married folks, you need to come to our budget meeting next week with gloves off and a can-do attitude. This will work, I promise, if you are serious about destroying debt. Warning, it will take at least 3 months to get it close to right. Robin and I can now do our monthly budget in about 30 minutes. It is amazing how easy it is when the only debt you have is your mortgage. You have a fully funded emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, and a savings account for the big expected expenses. And now for the Debt-Free Squad Challenge of the Week. Start today tracking all of your expenses for the next 30 days. Start collecting pay stubs, records of other income, copies of recurring bills, and large expenditures due on a quarterly or yearly basis. Write down on a piece of paper or spreadsheet all known income and known expenses for the next month. Use your checkbook register or bank statement to see what you have been spending. And as a bonus, make this a no credit card week. We will be praying for you as you tackle the toughest part of getting control of your finances. Make sure you join us next week for part 2, and please send this to a friend. Thanks for watching.